Greetings! Welcome back to the Pro Street Every Effing Thing group build hosted by Josh over VGC Resin and Chris at Scale Speed Garage. We got started on our Ford LTD police car. So we got a lot of stuff done. So stay tuned for the rest of this update, because they're going to be all one long video from now on. But more after that, after the messages this direction. Be right back. Thank you for sticking around and coming back. I want to thank our awesome sponsor, scalefinishs.com, with that eclectic 10 discount code, and Gaahleri.com with capital BEW for their discount code, and VGC Resin By Reese for sponsoring the channel, and that's AMC Live 10. He also sponsors the AMC Livecast, which is every Thursday night at 8 p.m. 7 Central. So, with all that nonsense being said, like I said, we've done a lot of work on Mr. Ford. Did a lot of chopping and dicing and slicing. So let me swap screens here and we'll show you where we're at. Okay, so to be clear, we got a whole bunch of stuff chopped out of this, and then we got a VGC resin chassis, which was printed by my good friend Don over at Don's Garage. Thank you, Don, for sponsoring this group build. He also sent me some Flowmaster mufflers and some, and this is all the rest of the parts for the chassis, and for he sent me a couple racing bucket seats and some air filters. So thank you, Don, for that. This month's pizza box, which is July, I received this from Mr. Josh for my pizza box. So this 427 Ford, new on the website, and VGC Resin, new on VGC Resin's website. Gee, Raggy. And Scale Speed Garage. So run over there and use the discount VGC Resin. Get your 427 Ford engine. Save 10%. Anyhow, as you can see, that fits in there pretty good. I've not done anything to that chassis, and but I have done a whole lot to the body. Put you over there. I took and cut out almost everything out of the body up here in the front. I mean, I've got it all sanded and stuff. That's all we've done to that. We put this in. Yeah, we got it marked for different things we were going to do, but you ain't going to see that anyway. So we got the front end part on, so it fits right in there. Here's the fun part. We cut the whole back end out, and we're still working on it. I'm going to put a piece up here, just run it right straight over. That's this, where's it at? This flimsy sheet. Stick it right over, just run it over, and called that filled in. Now, when I cut that out, I overcut the opening. So what did I do? I filled this whole bottom with blue painter's tape, and I took this resin and I filled in the cracks, and you can see where the resin's at, but there is no crack along the tunnel. So as you can see the overhang there. So that worked out pretty good because I taped the bottom off, and yeah, some run through. That just goes to show you how unlevel one of these two pieces are. So I thought I'd better come back and start the video before I got too far. Anyway, we appreciate y'all hanging around and following along with the group build. Thanks again to Don's Garage for the parts. And I just remembered I got to come up with some sort of wheels. No problem. Something for the new 3D printer to do. See, what else have I got? That's it. We'll be doing some more updates on some other projects. We got the 53 Ford we're still stagnant on. I need to get that put together. They're waiting on getting the engine put together. The body's done. 66 Fairlane, same way. Got to do the door cards, some bare metal foil, and our new chromey stuff that everybody's raving about. You know, yay, Mr. Fusion firm there. Whatever it is. Anyway, that's all we got for now. We'll catch you in the next segment of the update. Catch you later. Bye. Update segment. We moved forward. Turn this light out. You don't need it. Moved forward 3 steps, went back 4. Then moved forward 2 steps, moved back 1. And now we're almost back to square one, except for now we're 1 step forward again. I think I've lost count. Did you? Never mind. Anyhow, Don over Don's Garage furnished the 3D printed Scale Speed Garage's Pro Street chassis. Gosh, you can tell today's Saturday. I'm brain dead. Wait a minute, that's every day. Anyhow, I have it right here, and this is the one we used. No, that ain't it. That's a different one. We have it right here. This is the one that we used to mock up the body and stuff. and get the interior formed and resined in. That was a fun thing to do. Alright. This is one I'm printing myself for 64 Galaxie. I'm going to make it fit a 64 Galaxie. Anyway, we have the new chassis in, mocked up. We got the springs and the rear end in. No hog head yet. And it fits the previous modifications perfectly. And now we're trying to get a radiator core support in and being able to fasten the front of this car down so the front end don't flop up and down, because there's going to be screws on the back side. I 3D printed some radiators here a while back, and we'll put we're going to use this one because the kit one is about that size. Yeah, that's what I said, that size. We've got the stuff cut off on the front end, on the grill. It's all flat on the back side because we don't need those anchor points for the screws. So we got that done, and right now we got a core support drying. Let me swap cameras here. There we go. So you can see we got this all in. This is all centered to where the wheels are centered. I got the front spindles on, and if you print these, yeah, you notice there's no shock. That's because they break off really, really easy. You just stick them back on the tube, and then glue them back to the A-frame or control arm. But anyway, I got the core support glued in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a pin through the front here and glue that, and then drill the resin to fit that pin, and then it won't be able to do this anymore. So we'll just pin that right through the front of here. I've got to finish cutting this out as soon as this glue dries, and that's where we're at on that. My buddy Mark, or Grandpa Mark's Hobbies, that'd be this bag here. I bought this Arduino kit. This one in this bag here is already programmed. Big words, Bruce. Been working on models so long I forgot all the electronics terms. So that's all taken care of, because or wherever they're at in there, they're in there. Our little bitty rotating lights are going to rotate. That's what I said. Our police lights are going to rotate. Don also sent these wheels and tires. So this is kind of a two-way sponsor build, dare I say, because VGC Resin sponsors some of this stuff, and then Don's sponsoring stuff. But here's the two tires and rims. I mean, that's a big tire. And we got the wheels and the right tubes used. And then on this one, on this small one here, we got a wheel extender to fit the spindles on the front. So that worked out pretty cool. Like I said, I got this cut off, the tabs cut off on the radiator. I mean, on the front end, bumpers stuff. There's the radiator. Because, this is a Pro Street car, so it's going to have an exhaust system on it. And I believe that's it. So, that's where we're at with this thing on this November the 1st, Saturday afternoon. Anyway, we got Acme out of the way. That was an awesome road trip. Long weekend. So now it's time to get back to business. It's been a week and I am a week behind. Imagine that. Nothing new there. That's not even a news flash. So, we'll catch you in the next segment. Bye. Yeah, we're way behind, but hey, we're still working at it. Been working hard on it the last 4 days. Yeah, well, still ain't primer, but hey, we're getting there. Today is November 10th, and it's a nice snowy day. Need a cup of coffee. Thank you, Paul, for the coffee mug. If you're not subscribed to Paul over at Left Coast Models, shame on you. Get over and get that done. Nothing like Folgers in your cup in the morning. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and it is now 6 p.m. So I thought, well, hey, it's good time to make a video. We're wide-eyed awake, kinda. You don't need that bright light on, do you? That looks better, doesn't it? Sure it does. We have lots of stuff we got done. We want to show you, and I want to thank Chris over Scale Speed Garage for also sponsoring the AMC Livecast along with VGC Resins every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Some weeks we have guests, some we don't, and you all love it either way, and we appreciate each and every one of you for watching AMC Livecast and the BEW Network, which is Bruce's Eclectic World and Bruce's World of Stuff. Thank you to each and every one of you. Now, with all that out of the way, the reason why I brought you here, and I want to show you where we're at and what we've got done, and I want to thank my awesome sponsors, Gaahleri.com, because without them I could not be doing this build, and I will show you why here in just a second, because they have gifted me some awesome products. And we'll show you those here in a minute. Awesome stuff. So let's bring you down to the workbench here, and we'll show you what we're doing and got done, and the poll that we took amongst our friends and how it turned out. So here we go. Okay, now we're down to workbench. I hope you're okay. To start off with, our good friend Don sent this chassis over along with the 3D printed tires, which is these, and we want to thank Don for those, and we want to thank VGC Resin for this Ford 427 SOC something other engine. One moment, please. The Ford 427 SOHC engine kit. We got her glued together and getting it ready for primer. This is a Ford C6 transmission that I've 3D printed the other day specifically for this engine. And that's a Scale Speed Garage file, I do believe, and awesome to have that file so we get that printed. Of course, we got all the other engine parts on the pike. Like I said, everything's ready for primer. And there's the rest of the engine stuff. So everything's ready to be primered. We want to thank Josh Reese also for sponsoring this video. I've got lots of sponsors. Lots and lots of sponsors. We got Gaahleri.com, BCG Resin, Don's Garage, Also want to thank Mark over at Grandpa Mark's Hobbies for his collaboration and help with this project, because we've been brainstorming back and forth, and I want to thank Mark for me picking his brain and challenging each other doing something. Because this kit will be lit, and we're trying something brand spanking new, and this is a Arduino Nano, and as you can see, all the wiring is for the lights and the beacons. Yes, I said beacons. We have the interior tub ready to go, so that needs primer on it. Stick that back in there so I don't lose it. And then here's the chassis with the light bar on it. I had to just turn it around so you can see it better. I had to do a little work and make the light bar. We're running it on the posts through the roof, and you'll see there's a little gasket on there because I made the hose a little weird, so I put a gasket on there to sit that through. And yes, these are wires. There's 4 LEDs in each light, and they're both going to be going around and around and around. This is all prep sanded, block sanded. I removed all the molding on the side. This is nothing but a smooth car now. Yes, I left the door handles. We got a radiator support in and a radiator, and this is the light bar is not fastened down in there, and no, these legs are not fastened down. The pins going through the roof holding this all on. So this will be glued down after we get it put together. There's that. There's too much stuff in the road, too much stuff in the way. Now, for the Gaahleri portion of this build, and once again I want to thank Gaahleri. Without them, this project would not be going on because we're using all kinds of Gaahleri stuff. Now, let's start with the paint that was picked out by 5 of my friends. This build is also going to be boink, part of my Acme build for next year, 2026, which is the red, white, and blue theme. And I have another car I'm building too. Yeah, that'll be out later. Anyhow, we're using the K201 Italian Racing Red, and that is going to be on the engine and in parts of the interior. Okay, there's that one. This is the K312 liquid blue right here. That's a pretty color. This is going to be the front and back half of the body color, and I'll show you here in a minute. And then this one here is the titanium alloy metal color from the metal color set. And then this one here is the K301 diamond white, and that's going to be also on the interior and the center section of the car. Yes, I said center section, because this half is going to be the blue along with the front, and the middle and the roof is going to be the diamond white. Not black and white, blue and white. I seen a couple cars with the blue and white, and I like the way that looks, so that's the way we're going. The primers we're going to be using the Toledo KP203 matte black. Set that over there out of the way. We're also going to be using the KP201 matte white primer. We're also going to be using the KT202 retarder thinner. I am told by Mark and a couple other people that this is a must product to be using. Like on a full cup, you put about 4 to 8 drops in your cup, and that'll help with it laying down even flatter and give it a little glossier look. I've not tried that yet, but once on some seats for the 24-hour group build, and that was an awesome build by Mark for the cancer awareness group build, and then looking forward to that next year. And last thing we'll be using is the KV201 Toledo gloss varnish, and I do have the matte, I do believe, but I forgot to get it out. Anyway, we may be using that too. Also, we're going to be using the new Air Hub Pro Element X 13 series. And this has the import and the 4 outs, and it holds 4 brushes. So this is really, really heavy. We want to thank Gaahleri for sending these. They also sent the retarder and the matte white primer. We also have the 12 metal color set that we'll be using the titanium alloy out of. This one I purchased myself, and Gaahleri was kind enough to send over the Colorworks automotive color set, and that's where we're getting the rest of the paint from. We want to thank Gaahleri again for sending us those awesome products. So that's kind of where we're at right now with all of this. So we're about 14 minutes into this thing, so we're going to get out of here so we can go get some breakfast and get primer on this stuff today. This afternoon I get to go get a shot in the left eye. Awesome stuff, yay! Because without Dr. Strand over at Tally Eye Groups in Evansville, I would not be seeing you right now. And so that's a shout out for the good folks at Tally Eye Group. They also put in my lenses for my cataracts. That was a whole new vision. Exactly. So we want to thank them also for doing the great stuff they're doing. And I'm out of coffee. That was the last sip I took a while ago, so I got to go get that. And I want to thank Paul again for sending that awesome mug. And you'll see that in some other videos. So I probably should be using my own. I got one of my own. Anyhow, take care, my friends, and we'll see you in the next segment. Bye. Greetings, welcome back to this segment. I want to show off the new Gaahleri Element 13 series Pro paintbrush holder and the air clamp brush holder that Gaahleri graciously sent me. So let's get you down the bench here, show you, and then we'll start putting primer in. Okay, as you can see, we're getting ready to paint. But anyway, here's the box for the new air clamp. Element 13 series. You can see there on the back. I've already taken these out of the boxes and put them together. So, and this will be this one right here. It screws together right here, as you can see. And then it has a nice clamp to clamp it to anything you want to clamp it to. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this one just yet, because I need to make some rearrangements over here on the end of my desk so I can clamp that on. And then we got the Air 13 Pro series, and that would be this one here, and this one is absolutely cool. Has 4 ports in and out, and this just is the airflow. Then you have your 4 brushes, and once again it's screwed together right here, and that thing is heavy, and this is one I'm going to be using over on my paint booth right now. And we'll get that set up and we'll be right back. Oh, and I found my matte varnish. Like I said I would find it. It was still in the box. But today we're going to be using the matte black and the matte white, which is KP203 and KP201 primer on our models. So let me get this stuff out of the way and we'll be right back. Okay, well, we got the air station hooked up. As you can see, we got a GHAD 68 trigger. It fits right in there perfectly. Here's the SP. Here's the SP airbrush. As you can see, it fits in there, like I said, along with the 68. This is the GHD 39 right here. And of course, we have the swallowtail. As you can see, they fit in there perfectly. There's no issues. We're using our Serene air compressor today. Make sure you have one of these, because it's moisture traps, because it does not have any. So we'll get a primer mixed up in here, and then we'll get some primer on this body. Be right back. Greetings, welcome back to this segment. Take 2. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Let's show you in real life. Let's just switch screens there. It's gonna work pretty good this way. We did get paint on it, or primer, I should say. That's the Collido primer. Looks pretty good. Everything else has got primer on it. We need more light, Bruce. Hey, Bruce, what? Turn some more light on. Yeah. See if that helps. Here we go. So, as you can see, the tire's got a lot of. That's one coat of primer on it. That's it. This stuff goes forever and ever, and it's dry. It's only been about 15 minutes. What you didn't see is I took and put 6 drops of the K312 in my Gaahleri brush, and I sprayed 2 spoons with it. Here is the black spoon, and this is just the paint, no retarder, nothing. And here's the white spoon. Once again, it's a nice looking, I call it blue steel. I mean, there's the 2 colors together. So this one is the Collido KP203. Yeah, 3 black matte primer, and this is just a plain white spoon. So that's been about 15 minutes ago, and it's I mean, it didn't hurt it at all. That is some tough stuff. So that's all we got for today. It's 11 p.m. My business is 4:30. This old fart's tired. I'm going to go to bed. We got 2 more bottles of paint we're going to test tomorrow, and we'll show those to you tomorrow. We're slowly going through the 24 bottles, and you know, we got to make Sita happy. just for giggles, you want to see something that I did the other day. I haven't showed these to anybody yet. This is the matte black and the K313, which is a metallic blue gray. That's a pretty color. And here's the same thing on white. And there's a black spoon. And here's one we just painted. All awful similar, aren't they? But you can tell this one has got more gray in it. Okay, there's the 2 black spoons. You can see the gray. So yeah, that's awesome paint. I sprayed these the other day, and this here is 314 metallic. Can't read my own writing. Pure red, metallic pure red. And once again, I think both of these are on black. No, this is matte white primer. And that's black primer. I mean, this is just paint. There's nothing else on there. Their paint is absolutely awesome. And I've been keeping them stored like this, rubbing against each other. You know, and look, no scratches. See? And I'm using a spoon. Can you tell? Nope. This is not the first time I've done this. Just to be clear, I did this a while ago. So, like I said, there's nothing on those spoons. Anyhow, yeah, we're going to end the recording here and go to bed. Night, night, everybody. Greetings, welcome back to this segment. I want to tell you something. I'm really loving this new Gaahleri Kaleido Colorworks paint and primer. I want to show you some stuff. So let's get you down to the bench here. As I find the right buttons. There we go. This is the white primer over, I mean, as you can see in the bottom there, black over black primer, and it's only 2 coats. I mean, and it is smooth as glass. There's a little piece of dirt right there, but hey. This car I painted last night was totally black, literally. I mean, there's the underside to prove it. And once again, just as smooth as can be. There's a little bit of trash right there in the hood. Go over that with some 5000. I use these tries of pads. The Craig's Corner shouted out a long time ago, and I've been using them. You used to go over it, and they last a long time. And this stuff is just absolutely awesome. We painted some spoons. Let me pull you down here a little bit. Here we go. We painted some spoons. Of course, this is the black one. This is the liquid blue, which is K312. As you can see, that's the black one, and this one here is the white one. That's a pretty color. I think that's what's going to go on here. And this part's going to be white, and this is going to be the blue. And then I did these here, and these are K313, which is metallic blue-gray, and I'm really digging that color. I've probably showed these already. You can look at them again. This one's the matte white, and this is the black. That is an awesome color. We're definitely going to be painting something that color. Here's 2 more I shot the other day. And of course, that one's black, and that's the white spoon. And this is the Skato SCATIO blue, which is K207. That is awesome color blue. I mean, look at the metallic in it. Isn't that cool? This is the KP203 matte black primer, and that why are we showing you this? Well, because I mixed this with Walmart washer fluid to thin it out, and it sprayed just fine. And it's nice and hard, and just experimenting. You cannot, I repeat, cannot use this or unicorn tears in the Toledo paints. They will turn to cottage cheese. So you can use their thinner retarder, no problems, or just their plain thinner, which I'm going to be getting a bigger bottle. Or like I said, I used the window washer fluid and the Gaahleri retarder that I got from Hobby Lobby, which I use in all my acrylics. I did not put quick shine in these, but it worked great. This is sprayed with the matte black was sprayed with first coat was sprayed with the GHAD 68 at 22 pounds of air pressure. When I sprayed this with a boy, messages really going nuts today. Swallowtail was first time with 0.7, then I changed to another brush that I bought a year ago. I forgot I bought it, and that's this Bucaso brush, and it's got I put the 0.8 needle in it just for giggles, and I sprayed this car, the next coat, with that 0.8 needle, and it went, that stuff laid down just as flat could get. It was awesome. That puts out a lot of paint at a 0.8 needle. So I mean, I didn't pull the trigger way back and hose it, but yeah, I can get used to that brush really fast. Yeah, I'm a Gaahleri guy, but I use other things too. I got a Black Widow I use. And I used that the other day on a test body with a 0.5 fan cap in it, and it worked awesome too. This new Toledo paint is winning me over big time. So that's where we're at with this build right now. We're going to put white paint on this, the diamond, and this is going to get a coat of the sky blue Toledo. So, and then this is going to be a patina car, so I got some layers to put on there. But this stuff just sprays absolutely awesome. I have not tried mixing unicorn tears and stuff with the paint. I'm mixing it with the primer. With that being said, most likely it's going to be the same way, same paint. So the unicorn tears, no go, folks. And I'm going to see what's going on in my chat over here. It's just it's dinging away, isn't it? So we'll catch you in the next segment. Bye. Greetings. Welcome back to this segment. It's Saturday afternoon, the 13th of December. I was on the live with some of my friends for a little bit. They all said they'd be back, and we need to do an update on our Pro Street effing thing anyway, so now's a good time to do that. Got quite a bit done. Still got quite a bit to do. Still got to get a video out. I use this one, and that'll be done by December 31st. So, yeah. No sweat, no worry. We still got a bunch to do, though. We got to make exhaust system. We got to get the rest of the lights working. Got to get decals on. Speaking of decals, here's the car. Let me find the right camera here. And of course, it's not working. That's because, there we go. Sometimes it doesn't respond right away. So, like I said, we got to get the decals on this yet. We got the radiator in it and all that done. This is ready to get decals and the last coat of primer on it. Primer. Best not put primer on this. Clear coat. And we're using, this is all Kaleido, or Kaleido, one of those words, products. So, nice stuff. And I love that clear varnish. Anyhow, there's that. I may or may not have showed you we got the chassis put together. I just super glued the cross member in right there. Now that I know where it needs to be. Gotta get the hog head in there and get a drive shaft. I don't think I gotta come up with a drive shaft. Got some. I keep finding things I forgot to get. Drive shaft, fan. Let's see. A couple other things. Oh, coil. Brake booster. Just a few things. But we're getting there. We got the engine done today. So let's... There we go. That's easy. I don't have to hold my hand up so high. But anyway, there's the... got the carburetors, got all the wiring on, got the exhaust manifold on. So there's a fan I 3D printed, I stuck on there. This is also my 3D printed transmission. As you can see, I got C6 version 1. There's two different versions of this transmission. I got from Skills Bottle Speed Works, and of course Josh didn't send a transmission for this Ford 427. So there's that. I don't know what else we got to do. Let's see. I did paint some mufflers that was sent. These are Philco or Moco or something mufflers. So we need to get, and then we got another cross member that I printed to go with this to hold the transmission up. By the way, we want to thank Dawn over at Dawn's Garage again for printing this out and sending it. This is version number 2. So, thank you again, Dawn. And that's the, as you can see how slick that is. That's that Kaleido black primer. That's exactly what that is. We're using it for a paint. Hey, why not? We got it, right? So, we're going to get a engine mounted, a drive shaft in, a hog head in. And then we got to finish the light bar, get decals on it, and get that cleared. Then we get the light bar installed and the rest of the lights. I got to do door handles on the interior yet. I forgot that. And I got armrests. So I still got to put those in the interior. So right now, we're just moving right along one little step at a time. I figure once I get the chassis done, then I move back to the interior. The lights and stuff are ready to go on. All wiring is done. Somebody asked on the AMC Livecast the other day what I was going to do here. Well, that's where the Arduino is going to lay. And I'm going to run wires down on the back side of the tires and I'm going to grind out a spot for some metal, and then I'm going to use magnets and stick the back tires on the magnets and then run the power up through the wires through the wheels. So that way it'll look good on the display stand, because it'll have to be connected to the display stand for all the lights to work. Weepy, weepy, weepy. Need a sound module so it's screaming. Rear, 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 rear. No, that would be so annoying. It's kind of like those laser zap guns back when the kids were little. It's like, Laura, why did you buy them damn things? Well, the kids wanted them. Well, they're annoying. Anyhow, we'll catch you in the next update. Bye. Actually, the ending segment, take 2. Didn't like the first one. The VGC Resin and the Scale Speed Garage Facebook Pro Streeting every effing thing Facebook group build. We're going to break the video up right here, and it's getting quite long. And it's December the 26th this morning, and I'm still drinking coffee out of my awesome mug. And we're going to do a little editing. We got the clear on the car right here, and we got 3 coats of clear on it, and same way with the convertible. And the chrome still got a little chrome-ish to it, but it's more of an aluminum look, and that's fine. I don't care about that. That's kind of the way it was anyway. And I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. Hope you had an awesome, awesome Christmas holiday, and a safe one at that. And we wish the same thing for the New Year's. I want to thank all of our awesome sponsors for supporting this channel. I want to thank all of you, the subscribers, for supporting this channel. I've gained some new ones. Thank you, and welcome to this crazy old fool's YouTube channels. And I want to thank all my awesome kids and grandkids. We love each and every one of you also. Thank you for everything you do for your dad. Appreciate each and every one of you too. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to try to get this video out because we have a bunch of Gaahleri stuff we want to show and talk about, and that's all the products we're using on the Pro Street car. So I've been promising that video out for a little bit for them, and they've been very patiently waiting, and I appreciate that. So I want to wish everybody at Gaahleri a Happy New Year, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas also. So we'll catch you in the next video of this build, and hopefully we'll get it done by December 31st. It's a good chance, could happen. Not sure about the editing of the video though. But anyway, we're going to say bye-bye, farewell. Thank you to each and every one of you. Save the fingers. Thank you to all of our first responders and our service personnel. They put it out on the line every day. Thank all of our doctors and nurses for taking care of our health. And anybody that keeps the lights and water going, thank you very much for that, because without you all, you fine folks, couldn't be doing this model stuff. So we'll catch you in the next video of this build, and we'll wish you a happy New Year. So take care, my friends. Bye-bye. Got to find all these daggone buttons. There we go.